day 22. And giving you my results on my Whole30 experience, on how I feel, how much weight I have lost, and just the differences in my life now that I've reached day 22. So if you're new to the Whole30 thing and you want to know what to expect, sup internet, this is me, Dee. My hat's falling off, not wearing any makeup. It is morning as per usual, having my coffee because it is a coffee talk. And what are we talking about? Talking about how my body is doing in my Whole30 experience on day 22. So they say that 21 days makes a habit. So now, like that, this kind of life is now a lifestyle for me, for the Whole30 experience, and I get it, and I can stand behind that. How do I feel? I finally waited for this tiger's blood, and this tiger's blood has happened. I still sleep in, which I'm gonna have to just like make that a goal of mine, just to be like a self starter. So that might be a micro goal that I'm going to do in my later years, and I'll vlog about that because that's what seems to be the trend these days. I did my very first run yesterday. That video is actually already posted, so you'll get, or at least it should be posted. Anyway, so you'll get that one on my vlog, and it's called The Running Joke because, hey, I only have, like, seriously one person that, like, that's supporting me right now. But I don't really care because I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else, right? Shut up. Holla. So today I have today off, so I'm going to be doing my gist day, according to my planner. If you haven't heard of Just Days, there's actually a YouTuber that kind of coined this term, but it's, you get your shit together day. So I have a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to do for me today, including my second day of running, and I'm hoping that it's not as bad as my first day, which again you can see. But back on track. So Whole30, how am I feeling? So I finally have energy. I finally feel very uplifted. I feel very, like, even though that there was a whole bunch of stuff going down with anxiety, I feel like that was a thing. My appetite has gone down, so I started, like, an eating machine when I first started, and I felt like I was eating a lot, and honestly, I was, like, well, at least in my terms of things, but what I was eating was real food, so I was eating real food until I was full. So now my appetite is definitely down, is definitely there. Things are running a little bit more smoothly. So things are running a little bit more smoothly on that kind of front. So I feel like this whole transition, it's very uplifting getting to this point where I'm in my final stretch of Whole30 in a few days. Like it'll be a week. It'll be just a week left, and I now have to sit in, like, it feels like the very first days kind of felt like it was like, oh, this is taking forever. Has this only been like, has it only been like 9 days? I'm checking my imaginary watch, but I finally got my Fitbit back, so I should actually like show this. I got this super cool new Fitbit band. Mine broke after years and years of torments. It broke. So I got this new Fitbit band, and is it not just cute? It looks so boho. It looks so gypsy. It is totally me. But yeah, so yeah, anyway. So I'm excited because it came yesterday, and so maybe yesterday's fitness wasn't as logged as it should be, but like at least now I can keep that monitor on what my heart rate is, what's going on with that kind of stuff. I can finally keep track on things when it comes to my diet, and now what is going to be a very big journey. And I shouldn't even call it a weight loss journey because it's really not, but I should say the healthy lifestyle journey. And I think I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take that to the bank. It's going to be my healthy lifestyle journey. But yeah, so that kind of stuff. So as far as results go, I definitely have my collarbones back. It was very puffy around this area. Now not so much. I even have my little divot back here. I'm still kind of not happy with like how my face does look. It still looks very round, but who cares? In comparison to past years where I was very skinny, um, I had a much slimmer face, but this might just be it's gonna be harder now that I'm older anyway. If you're younger, then it might be easier for you. And honestly, if you're like in your 20s, I would suggest you do a Whole30 before you do it as 30, because like then that's just longer life of this like healthy lifestyle. There's reasons why you're doing it and stuff. Pre-diabetes might be one. That was definitely a big factor for me personally on that kind of front. So how am I feeling? Good. I haven't I don't go out and eat anymore. That makes it really hard for social events. So yesterday I went out with my friend Becky, and I had to bring almond milk so that we could have coffee, which I've now discovered I can't have coffee after 6, and I've never had that moment before. Like I used to drink like pots and pots of coffee, and now I can't because it actually affects me now. When before it didn't, which is so strange. Yeah, anyway, there's like little things that I do there, but I don't eat out at all. So I don't go to restaurants at all. I don't do anything like that. I make my own. The last time I hung out with a friend, I actually ended up cooking them dinner, and they ended up enjoying it, and I enjoyed it, and I actually enjoyed that experience a lot better than us going to a diner. And then we got to talk about like more intimate things you wouldn't do in like public, so it was definitely worth it. So today I'm just kind of taking care of all the things that I've been putting off. I have a whole bunch of self-care stuff to do, and I have a few tasks that I have to do that I just recently found out that I get to do tomorrow with my friend Kim. I haven't seen Kim in a while. She is another one of my besties. I know, like, you know, who has 3 besties, but honestly, like, my social circle is very small, is super small, and I like it that way, and that's how I kept it. I could honestly have a giant social circle, and I could do that, and I have in the past, but honestly speaking, I would rather have a group of intimate friends than a giant circle of friends that were dear to me, but it's just that didn't have that kind of connection that I do with. I'm very, very, very blessed to have the friends that I have. So that's the shindig with that. Results on my body, let's say, like if it comes to a weight loss thing, if you're doing Whole30, especially for weight loss, which is a very popular way to do it. Again, I went in because I wanted to be more healthy and I wanted to become a healthy eater, but I'm not gonna be like total liar to you because I'm all about that authenticity. But I did kind of want to lose weight. Like, who doesn't? But yeah, so my legs are definitely a lot thinner than what they used to be. I have a pair of tights that I had to go to a plus size store for. And then for the very first time, I had to swallow my pride and go into a plus size store to go and grab myself some clothes. At my high point, which, like, you know, that of course I held on to them, and they are now too big. So I'm really excited about that. That I am now not in, like, I'm now in, like, I want to say a normal bracket of stuff, but it's not normal bracket. That was just a goal of mine. Like, you know, some ladies, they are, like, you know, they're big and they are voluptuous and they look absolutely gorgeous. And you are absolutely gorgeous no matter what size you are, and I firmly believe that. But, yeah, it's just, I was really excited to get down, like, you know, to actually lose that and have that. And, like, my very first bit of my Whole30, I was lazy. And I should say that, like, you know, that I wasn't exactly lazy. Like, I still walked to work every day. And I still kind of, like, you know, I did I kept active in the sense of doing things every single day, but I didn't work out at all. So, which was on purpose because I wanted to see what just the diet would do for me. I didn't want to do that and then you're like, you finish your diet and then you're like, do I feel really good because I'm exercising or do I feel really good because I'm eating right? And then like, there's that debate. Now I know for a fact I feel good because I'm eating right because I didn't exercise. That's me. I'm not I'm not a doctor, I'm not a healthcare professional. Now I'm doing both and now I'm hoping that I'm going to feel absolutely great. And yeah, so I'm trying to incorporate these different lifestyles. Am I going to go back is a big question. I got asked this question a little while ago. Am I going to go back to that pre lifestyle change? And the answer is right now, no. I don't think I'm ever going to put cream back in my coffee again. And remember, like rewind to my first days, and I'm sitting there and I'm crying into this camera saying, "Oh my God, I want cream. I will never do cream in my coffee ever again. I'll do almond milk, and I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that." I don't miss bread. I really don't. Like, there are times where I'm like, oh, it would be nice to have that crunch of toast, but I'm sure I can figure out something. Like, I was thinking, and I haven't like devised a recipe yet, but I will get back to you on it. I was thinking I could make like a hash brown waffle, and that could be my like toast that I could put a poached egg on. Like, that, and I think that would be really good. Now, I'm not sure yet. I will try it. Like, I don't have a waffle maker, but whenever that comes around, I will try it, and I will give you like a legit rundown on like if that works or not. Because then if that's the case, then I'll never go to bread. What do I need to go to bread for? That was the only thing I liked bread for anyway, was toast. So yeah, there we are. Like, awesome. I have not made anything like ghee. Ghee was the acceptable butter. I haven't done anything with ghee, and people are like, "Oh, how could you survive without ghee in this Whole30 diet?" And I don't know, like, I've never had it before, and why bother start now? If I don't have toast, what do I need butter for? I have coconut butter, or coconut oil, sorry. I have coconut oil to do all the, like, grease pans and things like that, all the stuff that butter would do. There's no need for ghee. In my opinion, I think it's just kind of like one of those things that all those people that are like there. So get rid of your self-doubt, and I'm definitely saying, like, try it. Like, I remember seeing this a few blog posts and stuff of these women, and they were talking about their Whole30 experience, and they're like, Whole30 has changed my life. Whole30 has changed my life. So that's pretty cool. So who knew that I could slay a sugar addiction? I had no need for carbs, like no need for grain or bread or gluten or anything like that. I have no need for it. And here, like, I worked one summer with a lady who is completely gluten intolerant. Like, she's complete, like, celiac, cannot do it. And I'm sitting there in my head going, how could you do that? How could you do that? You have such strength and stuff like that. And she does. But, like, I could do it too. And before I could not even, like, fathom it. And so, yeah. So things I'm looking forward to in these coming up days. I'm still evaluating what I'm going to eat or incorporate back into my diet. And I'm in no rush. Legit. I don't even know if I want to. I might do a Whole60. Some people do that. And I might do a Whole60. And just, like, keep doing what I'm doing and call it that, and just be like, what's 30 more days? Like, these past few days, they've just been so easy. I know what I'm gonna do in the morning. I know how I'm gonna make my breakfast. I know, like, know what I'm gonna pack for lunch, and I know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. And I'm satisfied when I eat, and I'm satisfied and full, and my body feels full, and I feel full, and I only eat when I'm hungry. And like, I only give my body what it needs, and I've never, ever, ever in my life been like that, ever. And if that's like, if that's what it takes, if that's what life is like, if this is what, like, then I've achieved that food freedom. I've achieved food freedom. So I'm really excited for these past next days. That's just my update on that. I am losing some serious inches. So my stomach alone is flatter. I have definitely lost some weight, like and like, in my arms. I know it's kind of hard to see, like, here, but like my wrists, my fingers, like there's definitely weight loss, like sheddage of pounds going on there. Yeah, so I can actually get deep sleep. The only problem is I have to train myself to get into an actual consistent sleeping pattern. And I was kind of like devoted on Whole30 to do that for me. And the reality is it isn't. So last night I went to bed at 1 in the morning, which is an occasion. Like, if you work 3 to 11, it's kind of hard to go right from work to bed. But I'm going to have to train myself to do a routine to get to bed that is about half an hour long. So I could go to bed at 11:30 and then wake up at like 7. And that's the goal. Get that 8 hours in, and that's the goal. And so that I can actually start my day at a decent time. And so I could actually have time to do things. So, yes, but that's like, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's like, a new goal. Right now, my big focus is I'm still focusing on my water intake. I'm looking at my journal right here. I don't know if you've seen any of my past vlogs that I'm keeping a hold of things. I need to write my newest one here. But yeah, I'm just keeping my water intake, my weeks of 1.5 liters. I'm going to be going up to 2 liters soon. My goal is to get 3 liters a day. 3 liters a day of water. It'll be fantastic. I put my little footprints, so I'm getting to this day, and this is my become active couch to 5K tracking. So these are the 3 major goals I'm working on. If I pile on a whole bunch, like, this hat just does not want to deal. Let's just not deal with the hat. So like, if I just pile on a whole bunch of lifestyle changes, then it's not going to stick. So I'm doing one at a time, incorporating it into my lifestyle, and then, sooner or later, that's just going to become like what it is. It is what it is. It's going to just become that. So, yeah, so this is my barefaced good morning cup of joe conversation here with you about days, like, when you're almost 10 days done. Like, I have 8 days. Tomorrow I have one more week, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to eat first. I'm thinking I'm going to try rice first, but I have no huge urge for it. Like, I don't know. I don't, like, you would think that at the end of this, I would be like, I want this, and this is what I'm going to eat. But I don't have a need or a want. So why should I? I don't know. I don't have a need or a want. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But we'll see. Anyway, so I hope, like, if you've made it to this far, give me a heads up. I feel clear. I'm definitely thinking clearer. I have a whole new outlook on life and where I can go with my goals. This is now incorporated into my daily living. I sleep well, minus yesterday. I sleep well. I don't crave sugar. I don't crave dairy. Like, I've lost a whole bunch of weight, and I'm actually super proud of myself that I made it this far, and I'm thanking all of my friends for all the support, my coworkers for their support. I have a few coworkers that are like, that are fantastic on it. And I thank, of course, my little Steven, because if it wasn't for him and his support, it would be kind of hard to do this kind of a big deal, because, like, if your husband or your wife or your common law or your boyfriend, if you're living with your boyfriend, like if they're not doing something that is equally, it must be ridiculously hard. Like if he was like the day that he was eating pizza, I could smell the pizza, and like this is like at the beginning, and oh my god, I wanted it so bad. So I could imagine like that would be a recipe for failure. So thank goodness. Anyway, this has gone long enough. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye. I love my big oversized socks. Ooh, look at those kneecaps.